When positioning a fire ladder adjacent to a building, the minimum required clearance is 8 feet. This clearance is essential for the safe and effective operation of the fire ladder. It allows firefighters to properly raise, extend, and maneuver the ladder without obstruction from the building. Maintaining this minimum distance is crucial for several reasons. Firstly, it prevents the ladder from colliding with the building's facade, which could damage both the ladder and the structure. Secondly, it provides adequate space for firefighters to work around the ladder, ensuring their safety and efficiency during rescue or firefighting operations. Thirdly, the 8-foot clearance helps to maintain a safe distance from potential hazards such as electrical wires, overhanging structures, or other obstacles that may be present near the building. The specific requirements for fire ladder clearance are often outlined in local building codes and fire safety regulations. These codes are designed to ensure the safety of firefighters and building occupants in the event of a fire or other emergency. It is important for building owners, architects, and contractors to be aware of these regulations and to incorporate them into their building designs and construction plans. Failure to comply with fire safety regulations can result in fines, penalties, and, more importantly, increased risk of injury or death in the event of a fire. Therefore, it is essential to prioritize fire safety and to adhere to all applicable codes and regulations. In addition to the minimum clearance requirement, there may be other factors to consider when positioning a fire ladder near a building. These factors can include the height of the building, the presence of any obstructions, and the wind conditions. Firefighters must assess these factors and adjust their ladder positioning accordingly to ensure the safety and effectiveness of their operations. Regular training and drills are also essential to ensure that firefighters are proficient in the safe and effective use of fire ladders. These training exercises should include practice in positioning ladders in various scenarios, including those with limited clearance or other challenging conditions. By maintaining a minimum clearance of 8 feet and by following proper ladder positioning techniques, firefighters can significantly improve their ability to respond to fires and other emergencies in a safe and effective manner. This clearance provides a buffer zone that reduces the chances of accidents and allows firefighters to focus on their primary mission of saving lives and protecting property. Building codes may vary by location, but the principle of maintaining adequate clearance for fire ladder operations remains consistent. Local amendments to these codes may exist due to unique geographic or structural factors within a municipality. It is the responsibility of builders, developers, and fire safety professionals to understand and adhere to the specific regulations applicable to their area. Consulting with local fire departments during the planning and construction phases of a project is a proactive approach that can help to ensure compliance and enhance overall fire safety. They can provide valuable insights and guidance on ladder access, hydrant placement, and other critical fire safety considerations. The 8-foot clearance is not an arbitrary number. It is based on years of experience and research in fire safety engineering. This distance represents a compromise between providing adequate space for ladder operations and minimizing the impact on building design and site planning. The use of technology in fire ladder design and operation has also evolved over time. Modern fire ladders may incorporate features such as automatic leveling systems, remote control capabilities, and advanced materials that enhance their stability and maneuverability. However, even with these technological advancements, the fundamental principle of maintaining adequate clearance remains essential. Firefighters also need to consider the angle at which the ladder is placed against the building. A steeper angle may reduce the horizontal clearance required, but it can also make the ladder more difficult to climb and maneuver. A shallower angle, on the other hand, may require a greater horizontal clearance. The optimal angle will depend on the specific circumstances of the situation, including the height of the building, the wind conditions, and the presence of any obstructions. Regular inspection and maintenance of fire ladders are also essential to ensure the safe and reliable operation. Ladders should be inspected regularly for any signs of damage or wear, such as cracks, dents, or corrosion. Any damaged ladders should be taken out of service immediately and repaired or replaced. In addition to the physical condition of the ladder, it is also important to ensure that all of the ladder's components are functioning properly, such as the extension mechanism, the locking devices, and the safety latches. Proper training in ladder inspection and maintenance is essential for all firefighters. They need to be able to identify potential problems and to take appropriate action to address them. In some cases, it may be necessary to consult with a qualified ladder technician to perform more complex repairs or maintenance. The 8-foot clearance requirement is a critical element of fire safety planning and response. It is a simple but effective measure that can significantly improve the safety and efficiency of fire ladder operations. By understanding and adhering to this requirement, building owners, architects, contractors, and firefighters can all contribute to creating a safer environment for everyone. This clearance also applies to any projections from the building, such as balconies, awnings, or signs. These projections can create obstructions that impede ladder operations and increase the risk of accidents. Therefore, it is important to ensure that there is adequate clearance around these projections as well. The 8-foot clearance is measured from the outermost edge of the building or any projections. This measurement should be taken at all points along the length of the ladder. In some cases, it may be necessary to provide additional clearance to account for unusual circumstances, such as steep slopes or uneven terrain. The goal is to ensure that the ladder can be positioned safely and effectively in all situations. Fire departments often conduct pre-incident planning to identify potential hazards and to develop strategies for responding to emergencies at specific locations. These plans may include information about ladder access, hydrant locations, and other critical fire safety considerations. Building owners can assist fire departments by providing them with accurate and up-to-date information about their buildings, including floor plans, fire alarm systems, and other safety features. This information can help firefighters to respond more effectively to emergencies and to minimize the risk of injury or death. The 8-foot clearance requirement is not intended to be a burden on building owners or developers. It is a necessary safety measure that is designed to protect firefighters and building occupants. By incorporating this requirement into their building designs and construction plans, building owners can help to create a safer environment for everyone. In addition to the minimum clearance requirement, there may be other fire safety measures that are recommended or required by local codes. These measures may include the installation of fire sprinklers, smoke detectors, and fire extinguishers. Building owners should consult with their local fire department to determine what fire safety measures are appropriate for their buildings. The effectiveness of fire ladder operations depends on a combination of factors, including the skill and training of the firefighters, the quality of the equipment, and the presence of adequate clearance. By paying attention to all of these factors, we can significantly improve the safety and efficiency of fire response. Furthermore, the 8-foot clearance provides a margin of error, accounting for potential miscalculations or unforeseen circumstances during ladder placement. This buffer zone allows firefighters to make adjustments as needed without compromising their safety or the effectiveness of their operations. The 8-foot rule contributes to quicker response times. Firefighters are able to position their ladders more rapidly and efficiently without having to navigate through obstructions or tight spaces. This can be critical in situations where every second counts. Consideration should also be given to future building modifications or additions. If a building is expanded or altered, it is essential to re-evaluate the fire ladder clearance and ensure that it still meets the minimum requirements. Changes in landscaping or the addition of new structures near the building can also affect ladder access and clearance. The 8-foot clearance is a key component of a comprehensive fire safety plan. It works in conjunction with other safety measures to create a layered approach to fire protection. This includes fire-resistant building materials, automatic sprinkler systems, smoke detectors, and well-trained firefighters. This clearance also supports the use of various ladder types. While the 8-foot minimum addresses standard fire ladders, specialized ladders or aerial platforms might necessitate greater clearances. Fire departments tailor their equipment and tactics to specific building characteristics and emergency situations. Remember that the 8-foot clearance is a minimum. In some situations, it may be necessary to provide even greater clearance to ensure the safe and effective operation of fire ladders. This decision should be made in consultation with the local fire department. They can assess the specific risks and hazards associated with a particular building and recommend appropriate safety measures. Regular communication and collaboration between building owners, developers, and fire departments is essential for maintaining fire safety. By working together, they can ensure that buildings are designed and constructed in a way that minimizes the risk of fire and maximizes the effectiveness of fire response. In the end, prioritizing fire safety is an investment in the well-being of the community. It protects lives, property, and the environment. By adhering to fire safety regulations and by taking proactive steps to prevent fires, we can create a safer and more secure future for everyone. The 8-foot distance should be maintained at all times by all parties.